Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Today I thought I would do a guitar lesson. Now I don't normally do guitar lessons because often I don't know the names of the chords. I know how to play chords, I know what chords are and all that, but explaining the whats and whys of it all I'm not very good at. But this song has got 4 chords all the way through. I'm going to teach you a basic version of Wildwood by Paul Weller, and then I'll show you some add-ons that I do, which I've got from watching Paul Weller when he's played it live and whatnot. So I'll quickly run through the basic version. That's the basic version. Now the way I play it at gigs, which I'll also show you, is so there's not a lot of difference really, it's just sort of 2 notes really. There's also a way, if you had 2 guitars, or if you didn't have a capo, and you're sort of like advanced, intermediate, advanced, there's a second guitar part that I'm going to show you. The chords are the same, but they're played in a different area without a capo. But first of all, we'll do the first main basic chords to this song, right? You've got a B minor. So you want standard tuning, capo on the 2nd fret. This is a capo, right? So 2nd fret. Yeah. Then you've got a B minor. So it's an A minor shape with a capo on A minor shape. Next chord, I've got it written down because I don't know the names of it. F sharp minor B, which is basically you've got a B minor or an A minor shape, and you take the 1st and 3rd finger off, but leave the 2nd finger on, and don't play the bottom E string, which is this thick string here, yeah? So and then you've got an E minor 7, which is kind of like an F, but you take this finger off, and so get a bit closer. So I'm sort of barring over these 2 strings here, the 2nd finger's on the G string here. So, and then the chord after that is called like an F sharp 7, sharp 5th, flat and 9th, whatever that is, and which is this basically. And you've got the D strings open, and your 1st finger is flat across all on the 3rd fret. So by itself it sounds horrible, but in the context of the song you go D minor 7, F sharp 7, blah blah blah, flat, F sharp 7, sharp 5th, flat and 9th apparently, but it's that. So now what I actually do, I don't know if you can see this right, but I have my thumb over the guitar, and you get a lot of advanced players that will play like that, because what I'm doing is, it means I could hit all the strings and you won't hear that because I'm dampening it with my thumb, right? So without my thumb, yeah. So that's how I do that. Now if you can't do that, if you struggle with doing that, you need to try and hit from the A string basically. So just try, even if it's really slow. Don't forget, if you're beginner to intermediate and you find any that's a little bit difficult, especially with rhythms and stuff, just go as slow as you can, you know, just like from the A string. Yeah, like that, just or even slower, it doesn't matter, right? And even on these, you you want to be going from the D string there, but if you are hitting the A string, it's not the end of the world. Like, so the way I also do it with the extra little notes is the first and second chords the same. Now when I go to the D minor 7, my third finger is on the A string, so it's like an A root note. And then when I go to the horrible named chord, the F sharp 7 sharp 5th flat 9th. The reason why I don't know chords is because I'm bored with that already. But that chord, rather than doing like that, you then take your 4th finger and put it on the 6th fret, which will be the B flat. Back to the A minor. And the reason why it does that is because the bass line in the song, I think it goes something like that's what the bass line does, I believe. And that's why you're doing those notes, because you're basically playing, you know, especially if you're by yourself, you get to play the kind of the bass line with just one of you, you know. So you can do that as well if you want. You can go, which is hammering on when you're doing a B minor, hammer on the 2nd finger to an open G, or that would be an A. You know, an open G string, that would be. Another thing you can do, right, on this 2nd chord, right, if you're an advanced player or whatever, when you go to that 2nd chord, I usually have my pinky on the 5th fret on the top E string. So that's where I'm doing that with the horrible chord that I don't like what it's called, and the B flat. I hope I'm not losing you. That's basically it for the rhythm, how I play it live. Now if you've got a 2nd guitar player and this sounds really nice, I'll show you what I'm going to do. And again, this is basically all the same chords but played in a different kind of a way. So there's no capo, and this is what I think the 2nd guitar's doing in the actual recording as well, right? So I'll play it. So it's like a B minor bar chord, but the G, B and E string are open. It's a really lovely chord. Some people do it with an F sharp minor. It's the same pattern. You could do it on a C sharp minor as well. A minor. Which works. But yeah, you're doing it in B minor. So this next chord would be an F sharp B, because you're playing the F sharp there, but you're keeping the B string on there. Again, I do have to use my thumb for this. So if you can see that at all. And then you've got like what would be like a bit of an E minor type chord, but you're holding the A root note. And then when you do this like jazzy chord, you can do the B flat. So then just a regular B minor. That chord there, I don't know what that is. Diminished, is it? Diminished something? Diminished. Oh, is it? Oh, it's the same chord as that. It's that horrible F sharp 7, sharp 5th, flat and 9th. And this is why I don't do guitar lessons, because yeah, I'm not very good. And then the lead parts are all in B minor pentatonic, right? So and you've got on the record it's quite simple. It's like and on the beginning with the open guitar, this is if you had two guitars. So you've got the first guitar, you have a guitar. That's the basics of it, really. I'm really sorry I can't go through it more thorough with you, you know. But I say I know how to play my chords. I know my chords. I'm not very good at the names of them at all. I mean, the reason why I'm doing this lesson is because with Paul Weller was that like light bulb musical moment for me that I just I was thinking about this the other day. Like, we didn't have any mobile phones. You know, the internet wasn't a thing back in, you know, 93, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know. It was, when I was doing anything, it was just playing guitar and watching Paul Weller on the telly and just watching his hand, where his hands were. And I'm going to do a few more videos with Paul Weller because he's a massive influence to me. And there's so many of his songs where he has lovely chords in, and I wouldn't mind sort of going through them a bit more. On the songwriter or the songwriting video I done, I went through that song Science, which has got some really odd chords in it. And again, even with Wildwood, although it's only 4 chords all the way through, there's only one real chord that's like a basic, or 2 actually. You got the E minor 7, but you know that's not a normal chord that you'd have every day, and neither's that one. You know, yeah. I hope this has helped you out a little bit. It's a bit of a short video today, but a few people asked for me to do a lesson on Wildwood, and I hope this has shone some light on the chords for you, and I hope you've picked it up okay. If not, or if you want, ask any questions, obviously leave them in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'll leave that video here. Have a good week. Thanks for your support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can now, I've got some links in the description, so if you want to support the channel, you can go and buy me a coffee there. There's a link to that where you can buy me a coffee. I've got an area now where I've still got to learn a lot about it, but there's like a members area now as well. So if you pay a certain amount a month, you can get my videos as soon as they come out. And I'm going to be doing I was thought about doing some live streams with members, basically, if you sign up. If time allows, I might even do an extra members section. Like you can do different levels. I've got to think about it yet and see what I want to do. But check it out. Have a look in my bio thing, and I've got links to my Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. So come and say hello to us on there as well if you can. I'm going to stop rambling. I hope you've got something out of this today. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Thank you.